Ever heard the saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, take some people with you. On today's episode, we're going to dive into effective delegation, how to allocate the right tasks to the right people so that you can multiply yourself within the company. You can actually do time traveling between departments and between teams. Next to me, beautiful delegators, Anne-Marie Meyer and Eddie Magane.
Sure, thank
Welcome
you.
to the show.
Thank you.
Let's
So happy to be
delegate
here.
some value.
For
Thank
sure.
you.
Now let's dive into the verb, the meaning of the verb delegate. What does it mean to you?
Assign a task. It's difficult. Easier said than done, and
Yeah.
I think most of us struggled with that for a very long time. I think when you start off working with people, you do struggle with that because you think that you got that far because you used to be able to do the job. But that is leading a team, and you just need to some days let go and assign it, and it's just assigning a task.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Why is delegating tasks important?
Yeah, that question becomes very easy to answer if you want to achieve everything that you've ever dreamed of. That's the time where you wish you can be at 8 places at the same time, have 24 hands if it was possible. However, in management, if you don't apply effective delegation, you're most unlikely to be successful. So what usually happens is an average human works at 50% of their capacity. Now, how do you tap into the other 50? You need to have someone that will be doing what you can't be doing at that moment at all time. It can be someone or people, so you need to get to that 100% by being able to know to distribute the right task to the right people at all times.
Beautiful.
But it's only easy once you get it right to answer that question.
Yeah.
Yes, and as a manager, I think it's very important for you to realize that you are not managing the result. A manager manages the people that need to create the result,
Yeah, for sure.
not the result.
Yeah.
Manage the people, and the only way to do that is through effective delegation. Okay, I want us to dive into the 7, if I can say, angles or hacks for effective delegation. First one, pick the right person, because a fish cannot climb a tree.
Very true. I'm on the admin side, you're on the sales side. So on admin, there's unfortunately a lot of tasks.
Yeah.
But I can't take someone and give them signing up a client if
not
they've
ready for that
They're
yet.
not ready for
No,
it.
you can't take me and ask me to do that. That's a problem. It won't work.
That's going to be a problem because you're most probably going to sign and just deliver.
I'll just sell them the idea of signing.
Yeah,
And then
that's it.
Definitely. So yes, that is unfortunately, make sure that whoever you ask to do a task or a chore, that they fit for it.
Yeah.
That ties into the
Cool.
second one, which is match the requirements of the job to the abilities of the person.
For sure. So if you have someone senior in your team, right, they most likely able to handle bigger tasks.
Yes.
But now, if you give them a smaller task to perform, they might not be happy to doing the task for you. That's the same as giving a very big task to someone that's still learning.
But you're going to break it.
You discourage them. So you need to know exactly who's good enough to perform which task at which time.
Delegate effectively to the right person. So I want to bring a different angle here. You cannot be doing 15 Rand an hour jobs if you're a 3,000 Rand an hour person. You can't be doing 15 Rand an hour jobs. So
Wasting
delegate
money.
that. Absolutely, because the finesse required at 3,000 Rand an hour is different to 15 Rand. So
Yeah.
you need to free up the time so that you can focus on what brings the
For sure.
real value.
For sure.
Stuff that other people can't do, that you can only do.
But again, using that 15 Rand hour person, trying to convince him or even train him to do the higher job, you're just going to end up doing it all over again.
100%.
Because he's not ready yet.
Number 4, delegate smaller tasks to newer staff to build confidence and competence.
I agree to that.
Yeah.
I can't take, because when they walk in the first day, First of all, it's overwhelming. There's a lot of people. So make sure, even if the resume is saying, I can do this, they need to know the company first. They need to know the culture first. So start off small, and then they'll be confident. Then that resume information is going to come out. Otherwise, you're going to end up turning around and just say, this is not what I'm seeing, because you made the mistake of giving the task.
Yeah.
It's very important to delegate rather the entire job.
Yeah. So that also brings in a question of accountability. If I know that I gave this task to a specific person, that person is proud to know that they're trusted to handle the entire task without anyone's assistance. And the other thing is they will always want to make sure that they outperform everyone, because now they know that trust will give them the confidence. And the accountability issue. If I'm the only one working on this case, right, I want to do it so well that it can give me an opportunity to elevate. So obviously that brings about confidence in staff. Whoever you sees that you trust them with a bigger task and you give them full 100% responsibility, that sort of encourages someone
and
to
builds character.
Yeah, it does, definitely.
Beautiful.
And I've just picked up wasting time, because the moment you allocate 8 tasks to one person, then taking over, it's as if they waste time trying to carry over the message again.
Exactly.
And then you get that broken telephone kind of situation.
Number 6, delegate clear outcomes. So you need to manage expectations up front before we go and perform the task. So recently, I've taken over a department that's very challenging.
Yeah.
And it's a department that hasn't had proper training on communication. So the very first thing that I want to change there is delegating through communicating on time. So that means we are about to go and fetch a vehicle from a customer. Let's say, for example, we're doing a repair, a scratch on the bumper, let's say, for example. Before we go there, we need to tell that person that's responsible, you're going to give this customer a time of arrival. You're going to give him a time that it will take to do the work. Buy yourself an extra 2 to 3 hours for things that can happen, and a time that you're going to deliver that vehicle back. So the expectation is managed up front.
Yeah.
You know, if you found, the department used to say, no, we'll come pick up the car, it's a quick job. It's a quick job. I'm like, wow, what is a quick job? Is it like 30 minutes? Is it 3 hours? What's a quick job? Customers end up getting upset because their car's not ready, but I thought it's a quick job. It is, sir. But a quick job in a panel beating environment that needs to spend is 4 days. So what is a quick job? So managing expectation up front is very, very important when you delegate a task. Now, when I phone the customer, this is a 3-day job, sir. I don't have 3 days, sir. It's a 3-day job. If we can't pick up your vehicle today, when can you afford us the time that it takes, which is 3 days? So managing expectation before and during and after delegation is very, very important. Number 7, delegate with participation and discussion.
I think they need to know, and you need to train them. People, we had a discussion in the office today with a sales lady that wanted to deliver the vehicle. The client couldn't speak to the F&I at that point in time. So eventually it's, okay, I'll get hold of the client, I'll speak to the client. We've met with the client before, but there's certain links that they need to sign. And eventually I said, no, because now you've got 2 people, one on the way and one on the phone. So at what point in time the communication is just going to lack? There's the document, F&I, you sign it off. Sales, you sign it off. And the client need to countersign whatever the F&I has got on that document. So for me, it's we all understand the exact same rule. Because if you don't, it's just going to be a mess. And then you can start training people.
100%. I'm going to end with a beautiful quote from Brian Tracy. The more you teach positive ideas to others, the better you learn them yourself.
Yeah.
So the more you teach, the more you learn. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you learned something, and I hope we leave you better than when we found you. If you did, please hit the like button, as well as
please subscribe to our channel.
Sure. Or ring a bell.
Thank you very much. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.